Mrs. Vallow, you can serve.
Do you have any questions regarding that?
In John chapter 8, verse 7, Jesus says, "He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her."
She'll be isolated in a high security area, the Estrella jail.
During the search of the property, investigators discovered what appeared to be unidentified human remains. Shortly after the remains were discovered, Chad Daybell was taken into custody.
Welcome to Cannes Crime, where we delve into the eerie story of Lori Vallow, a once loving mother turned brutal cult leader and alleged murderer. Lori's regular upbringing masked a looming darkness, her odd nature and manipulative skills paving her path into cults and crime. Her high school sweetheart and first husband marked the start of a journey filled with unresolved family issues and growing fanaticism. Dismissed as mere quirks, eccentricities evolved into harbingers of horrifying crimes. Her latest husband's influence led her deep into cult involvement and a heinous crime. Lori's life, steeped in mystery and abnormal behaviors since childhood, led to one of the most shocking crimes of this century. Lori's life took a hopeful turn when she married her high school sweetheart, known his simplicity and kindness. Their youthful love was palpable, but differing worldviews eventually led their separation. Soon after, Lori met the deeply faithful man who would become the father of her children. Their shared values and commitment to family promised a fresh start. Together they embraced parenthood, welcoming a son and a daughter whose presence filled their lives with joy and laughter. But beneath this idyllic surface, something sinister was brewing. Lori's beliefs began to change, setting off a chain of events her couldn't anticipate. The children, too young to understand, didn't see it coming. However, others noticed the red flags. Storm was brewing, and its escalating force would soon reveal a magnitude of devastation no one could predict. And so the complex tale of Lori and her marriages was just beginning to unravel. In an unexpected turn, Lori found herself drawn to a Doomsday cult. This shift was startling her past as a loving mother. The cult's apocalyptic predictions and charismatic leaders, including her new husband, were too captivating for her to resist. Cults specialized in preaching about the end of the world, zombie risings, and a chosen few survivors. Lori, fascinated her husband's zeal and the cult's doctrines, began to see the world differently, convinced she was among the chosen ones. This became the cornerstone of her new reality. Her husband's dedication to the cult and his influence over Lori only intensified her zeal. Together, they plunged into this shared belief, leading them on a perilous path. The doctrines were more than just about the apocalypse. They believed in humans possessed by evil spirits, an idea Lori accepted with a changed perception of those around her, particularly her children. As she delved deeper into the cult's beliefs, her life took a dark turn. Lori's journey into the cult's world was a gradual process, spurred by charismatic leaders, end-of-the-world predictions, and a like-minded partner. This journey marked a sinister chapter in Lori's life, with a tragic end as she and her husband delved deeper into the doctrines. Their lives took a sinister turn. Lori stands accused of a horrifying crime, murdering her own children, Tylee and JJ. Driven by a warped interpretation of faith and prophecy, Lori was convinced she was saving her children from possession. The children's tragic end was shrouded in mystery and fear, mirroring the disturbing beliefs Lori had embraced from her involvement with the Doomsday cult. She saw her children as zombies, a term the cult used to describe those they deemed possessed. Lori's deluded belief system saw murder as liberation rather than violence. Tylee was the first victim of this delusion, with JJ soon following. His autism was misconstrued as a sign of possession, leading to his tragic demise. The murders were cold, calculated and committed in eerie calmness, echoing the cult's exploitation of faith to justify such atrocities. After the crimes, Lori's behavior turned increasingly, showing no remorse for her actions. Unseen by the world, her inner darkness had claimed the most innocent victims, her own children. After her children disappeared, Lori showed no sorrow. Instead, she chose vacation. This wasn't the typical response of a mourning mother, but a woman seemingly impervious to the horrors she created. Lori Vallow's life went on unnervingly casual, as others struggled with her children's loss. Rather than grieving, she vacationed, living a life of luxury and freedom, contrasting the dark fate of her children. When asked about her children, Lori's responses were evasive.
In John chapter 8, verse 7, Jesus says, "He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her."
Her lies ranged from claims of the children staying with relatives to them attending elite boarding schools. But as time passed, her stories fell apart. Their absence and silence became louder, yet Lori remained unbothered, continuing her deceit with a disturbing serenity. Her calm, nonchalant demeanor sent shivers down everyone's spine. In a world spinning without her children, Lori lived in her own reality, a narrative that let her evade her actions' ugly truth. But as we'll see, reality can only be twisted for so long until it shatters. Lori's actions finally backfired, culminating in her arrest. Lori Vallow's lies were exposed, bringing her into direct confrontation with the law. With abundant evidence, authorities pieced together her chilling story. Her capture took place in Hawaii, far from where her alleged crimes occurred. The police had amassed significant evidence against her. The chilling discovery of her children's remains on her husband's property was damning, the hidden bodies hinting at a deliberate cover-up. Lori's digital trail, online activity, messages, and deceitful explanations about her children's disappearance led to her. The evidence drew a horrifying picture of events, all wrapped in a doomsday prophecy. The authorities didn't stop at Lori's arrest but dug deeper to explore her religious beliefs and her cult's role in this tragedy. The focus also shifted to her husband, another arrestee charged with the kids' deaths. As Lori faces trial, the world anxiously watches this heart-wrenching case of maternal betrayal. The court proceedings mark a painful journey for those close to Lori's children, hoping for justice as the truth unravels. Lori, a mother-turned-murderer, stands accused of a range of shocking crimes, including murder. The intentional killing of another, particularly one's own children, is a major crime. If guilty, Lori could face life imprisonment or even the death penalty. Additional accusations against her involve conspiracy to commit murder, alleged involvement with her husband to end their children's lives, which could add to her sentence. Moreover, Lori faces obstruction of justice charges due to her alleged lies about her children's location. Lastly, she's charged with desertion and non-support of dependent children, a lesser crime but one that shows a complete abandonment of her duties as a mother. If found guilty on all counts, Lori could spend her life in prison. But it's crucial to remember that everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty. The judicial system now decides Lori's fate. As we await the verdict, we hope for justice. This chilling case reminds us of the darkness that can lurk unexpectedly. Lori Vallow, once a regular mother, became a doomsday cult member and a murderer, led by her delusional beliefs. Her belief in the impending apocalypse, conviction that her children were zombies, and association with a cult, culminated in the horrifying murders of her children, Tylee and JJ. The aftermath was marked by her stark lack of remorse and disregard for her children's whereabouts, which led to her arrest and the beginning of a serious legal battle. The charges, including murder, child abandonment, obstruction, and contempt of court, reveal the extent of Lori's crimes. This case is a wake-up call for vigilance and justice. As the court case proceeds, we hope for justice for her horrific actions. Thanks for being with us on this journey. Be sure to like and subscribe for more true crime on Cannes Crime.